3C2A Women's Soccer live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Coming up 7 p.m. start. Long Beach and Saddleback. Saddleback, the 3 seed in the South, looking to make a trip to Mount Sac in the 3C2A Women's Soccer Championship. Join myself, Mike Cepeda, here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. It's 3C2A Women's Soccer live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Long Beach and Saddleback here from the campus of Saddleback College in Mission Viejo. I'm Mike Zepeda, everyone. Happy you've joined us. Spread the word, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. Also on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. Might it be a year of destiny for the Bobcats, or as they like to call themselves, the Mobcats? We see them getting ready to take the field here. Long Beach, a dangerous team, the 3C2A, an overall record of 12-6-2. And the player to watch, Allison Rose Velos for the Vikings. My conversation earlier today with Coach B.J. McNichol for Saddleback, he said that is absolutely the focal point defensively that we have to worry about. And he was very open about it. Olivia Wynn's can have her hands full for sure in goal here today for Saddleback. And the Bobcats looking to punch their ticket to Mount Sac. They have to win 3 first. And we are underway. The Bobcats in the burgundy, or in the Cardinal red and gold, I should say. Long Beach in the white. Scrum for it in the midfield. And, of course, a couple of studs for the Bobcats. And the one that stands out, Malia Medley, all year in the running for Player of the Year honors for the Bobcats. And the one loss coming to Cyprus. Opportunity early on and a goal! A goal early on, Saddleback up 1-0. And just like that, Saddleback on the board. In their conversation with Coach McNichol, he said, we're not going to change what we do despite the talent for the other team. The other team's going to have to adjust to us. And, well, we see it right there on the opening goal as the pressure relentless. And Malia Medley is really the player that makes that happen in terms of her speed. And you have some very skillful players. You have about 5 players from Pacifica High School in Garden Grove who went to the CIF championship game. It starts with Avery Campos, Riley Lizay. It looked like that was Campos on the goal. We'll get some confirmation here in just a little bit. Going to be a throw in. And it was Lacey Rustin on the goal for the Bobcats. They lead it 1-0 here early from Mission Viejo. And we have some people here in the VIP booth. Wave if you can hear me. I guess not yet. Another set piece, point of emphasis this week in practice to really add even more pressure. Another opportunity on point blank, and this one's going to trickle in. Near header right there, and then looked like that was a handball. Either way, it's going to be a goal, and we see it on the doorstep. That's just a great job of taking advantage of an opportunity. It looked like Zoe Chung on the goal for the Bobcats, and the Bobcats in full effect here early first half. It's 2-0. Saddleback continuing to roll in this one. And again, more possession for Saddleback. This one can go past the end line. And I'm being told Mia Wood on the goal for the Bobcats. Let's go back to the goal here. Off the set piece, and we see it right there. Just trickle in. And it's 2-0. Long Beach with it. And Wynn will touch the ball for the first time tonight. So we see Olivia send it down the field. Long Beach takes it right back. Crossing shot into the box, and it was intended for Eliza Vargas Dison. Poked away. Two nothing early on. Saddleback all over Long Beach. Opening round of the 3C2A Women's Soccer Playoffs. And again, the Bobcats on the move. In the box, this is Lisbeth De Loera. Poked away out of bounds. It'll be a throw in near side for the Bobcats. Here's the throw in. Bew. Poked away. And a collision between two Bobcats on the far side. Looked like Campos, the one on the deck. And Saddleback right out of the gate applying enormous pressure. In talking with Coach McNichol, he said, "Look, we're not gonna take our foot off the gas. This is a team that is built for offense, and their best defense is their offense and the pressure. They're not worried about the counter opportunities for the other teams because of the speed on the roster." Obviously, that's something that caught up to them in the loss versus Cyprus, but their lone loss on the year. And really, talking about it, said it was the best thing that ever happened to the team. A chance to refocus and, kind of refine some of their deficiencies. We covered a game earlier this season versus Santiago Canyon, one of the top teams in the state. Here's an opportunity. That shot over the crossbar. And that near disaster over the crossbar we see on replay there. So the Bobcats get away with one as Lynn was one-on-one with it looked like the Leza Vargas de zone. Long Beach with it, trying to get something going offensively, get back into this one. It has been all Bobcats early on. And here's Medley. Medley, look at that speed. Gets past her defender. And a save. Man, just a tough assignment really for anyone. See Medley take off. Gets a shot on goal, but nothing doing there. Bobcats still with it on live action. They're looking for Medley down that far side. Unable to get it to her. It looks like Alyssa Garcia in goal. Excuse me, Jocelyn Sotelo in goal. Allison Rose Velos, Daniel Dimmick, Katie Duarte, Mia Miguel, Alyssa Menjivar, Jennifer Scrumbus, Elisa Vargas de zone. Another opportunity. Bew. Sotelo right there. Andrea Martinez, Montserrat Galindo, and Haley Obenshane on the pitch for Long Beach City. Olivia Nguyen in goalkeeper. For Saddleback, Lacey Rustin, Mia Wood, Kylie Bew, Riley Lizzie, Avery Campos, Milia Medley, Isabella Messina, Samantha Villasenor, Zoe Chung, and Lisbeth De Luera. It'll be a throw in near side. Throw in for the Vikings. And win off of the foot from Martinez. Nothing doing there. Wynn corrals it. And we'll kick it away. Like a possible handball there. De Luera kicks it ahead. Centering ball. So dangerous off of the foot of Lacey Rustin. Rustin already with a goal. Throw in. Medley trying to track it down. And you see the pressure right there put on by Medley and her speed. And really nothing that Danielle Dimmick can do. Except kick it out of bounds to make sure Medley does not corral the ball and create another scoring opportunity. Meanwhile, there's a throw-in on the far side. For Saddleback already up 2-0. Bew. Scrum for it. Middle of the field. And now Saddleback inching towards the goal of Long Beach City. And now Long Beach with possession. Possession has been, well, not as decidedly one-sided as you would think. But obviously the 2 goals on the board early. That's a nice move by Bew. Hands off Rustin. Rustin with a centering ball on the top of the goal. Bew, look at this transition, sets up Rustin, and Rustin sends it in a centering ball, but one that goes over the twine. We'll have some scores from around the 3C2A later in the broadcast. Ventura hosting LA Pierce. We have that game for you on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Doubleheader coverage. Basketball game earlier today up at Ventura. Mount Sac in the Kiwanis VC Tournament of Champions. Mount Sac with a win over Ventura in the 3rd place game. An upset already for women's soccer. Canyons 4-3 over San Diego Mesa. That ball forward. Well, it's been Vargas Desan who's been pretty busy early on. And the pressure continues here for Saddleback as Jocelyn Soletto kicks it away. Battle for it, Medley. Along with Martinez, Medley wins it, has it. Off of Long Beach and now to the other side of the field, poked away. A scrum for it, and it's won. Taking over the far side. Out of play, it'll go back to Saddleback. But Long Beach inching players forward. Throw in, intercepted by Long Beach City. Midway through the first half, 2-0 Saddleback on top of Long Beach. Today's broadcast being brought to you by Breakmasters. Saddleback That's a beautiful ball. Is the flag up, though? That ball saved from going past the inline. That's a beautiful play made. Can they find something in the middle? That's going to go out of bounds. That'll go to Saddleback. Throw in. That ball a little bit too much on it. Look at Medley track that one down. Battle of sevens, and we have to kick that out of bounds by Long Beach. And Scrumbus saying, well, here's Malia Medley closing. Let's get to it. Sends it out of bounds. Throw in Saddleback, and Saddleback still with possession, killing some clock and a 2-goal lead. And again, today's broadcast being brought to you by Brake Masters, 23 locations throughout California. Cover a variety of automotive needs, specializing in brakes. Brake Masters. Proud sponsor of Saddleback Bobcat Soccer. In the 20th minute here in Mission Viejo, and the Bobcats slowing things down. And well, the pressure, it certainly seems like the Bobcats are trying to just keep it on their, it doesn't really look like they're trying to score. If the scores come at this point, with a 2-goal lead, not trying to take too many chances, and obviously they don't have to ratchet it up offensively, but they're certainly not shy about taking away possession in Long Beach. You have to muster something up here. It'll be a throw in near side, perhaps just what the doctor ordered. A beautiful shot of the field there. And Lacey Rustin already with a goal in this one. So it'll be a throw in near side. Intercepted, but still in play. And it certainly looked like Eliza Vargas-Dizon was trying to send it off and deflect it out of bounds for a corner and a set piece for Long Beach City. It's a thoughtful play, but unfortunately didn't happen. Can you guys hear me in there? Take that as a no. No? Yeah. Throw in for the Vikings. Just trying to get something to turn and see if they can get Rose Veloz going. Allison Rose Veloz from Surprise, Arizona, Willow Canyon High School. Looking for Medley, trying to get her in some open space. Medley making a move. That ball just wide right. Just missing. That's a nice thought, but just wide right of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Long Beach City. And now a throw in for the Bobcats. Well, first half about halfway through, a little bit over halfway through. And the Bobcats still trying to add to their total here. The early swarm of of 2 goals in the opening 5 minutes. And there's an opportunity, and that went off of the bar. Oh, my goodness. That was an absolute rocket shot. Off of the post. Oh, look at that. Could have been 3-0. But we'll settle for 2-0. Saddleback still in a pretty good spot. It's a nice move. Bobcats still with possession. Now players forward, a crossing shot, and that one intended to go over the head of Sotelo. Instead, not much doing there. Saddleback maintaining possession here. Another ball forward. Flag up. No. Rustin still looking for possession. Maintains it. Now finally has the ball stolen away. A collision. The pressure continues. Medley blocks off the defender and the takedown. We're going to have Medley down still on the turf. A scary play. We hope Malia's okay. She's taken down there. And it looked like she's just tripped up. Maybe tweaked an ankle. Let's hope that's not the case. Dangerous spot off the set piece for the Bobcats, up already 2-0, looking for more here. Not exactly what you wanted there. Saddleback still with possession. And it's poked away. Well, probably not as crisp as Coach McNichol would have liked, but still a scoring chance, but now a counter opportunity. And that's Rose Veloz coming free. And there is Allison Rose Veloz. First half winding down. The Vikings looking to just muster something on the scoreboard, but the Bobcats mobbing the Vikings here in Mission Viejo. There we go, some field noise. When poked out of bounds, we'll go back to Long Beach. Martinez will throw in. Dan Kloss in the booth. stand by here, Dan. I know you can hear me. I will turn up your mic momentarily. Dan, are you there?
I'm here.
There he is.
How you doing, Mike?
Pretty good. How are you? You're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's been an exciting day for the Bobcats.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. Long day today. I just got back. I flew in from Oakland. We were at Las Positas College for the state water polo championships. First time our men's team has made it since 1998.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You guys had a couple of studs. We were at the Golden West tournament earlier this year. I was really impressed with what we saw, and they battled Golden West in that tournament very closely.
Yeah, no, we've had some close games with Golden West, and they won the state championship today.
Yeah. Congratulations to them. 12-10 over West Valley. Throw in on the far side for the Bobcats. And, well, the Mobcats have been all over the Vikings here in this one.
Yeah, looking really good.
This is a team coming in, only one loss on the year. That came in conference to Cypress, the top team in the state of California. And, well, Dan, it's been an impressive run. And we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. In our conversation with Coach B.J. McNichol earlier today, he said that was the best thing that could have ever happened. Allowed them to refocus their energy and get better at what, anything that they might have been slacking in, if you will.
Yeah, it's always good to get one of those games out of the way because it becomes a learning experience, and it helps them definitely in the long run.
And it doesn't end your season. So
yeah, it does. And so the brackets, the Orange Empire soccer is really good this year.
It's one of the most impressive things I've seen in terms of standings. Santiago Canyon, the defending state champs, last time the 3C2A Women's Soccer Championships were played, they were the victor. And then you have Cypress, top team in the state, and then Saddleback. And Saddleback, it's been a storied run all year.
What's really even special is it's the first time we've had first, second, and third round home field, should we win all three games, and opening a brand new stadium.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's we'll see this ball go right past our cameraman. Angelo Solis on the deck. Just an unbelievable facility here that Saddleback College has been able to open and really feature throughout the fall. And you have the football games that we've had the privilege of covering, and now soccer doing great things within the 3C2A. And they're looking to punch their ticket to Mount Sac. We'll have that coverage for you December 3rd and 5th.
Yeah, this has been a great stadium for this community. We've had floods of rental applications of youth soccer, youth football.
Need to hire somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do believe we have the state football
opportunity for Saddleback, near miss. My goodness, you see that play develop, and we'll see it on the field cam here. Just a beautiful ball through, and an opportunity, a scoring opportunity. Emma Snow, a Division II bounce back. I believe she won a national championship at the Division II level, and came back and providing her, her experience as a player and that championship pedigree, looking to translate here in the 3C2A.
Oh, that absolutely helps in your play.
And the player of the year, Malia Medley. And let's talk a little bit about Malia and what she's been able to do and provide for this Bobcat unit. She's a blur.
She is special, and the speed is unbelievable. Very few teams can match that speed she has.
Yeah, well, the conversation always goes, how are you going to adjust? When in any sport, what do you do to adjust to what the other team's doing, and how do you make yourselves better? And in our conversation with Coach McNichol, they don't adjust. They play their game. They make opponents adjust to them, and you better have four back. And we saw it early on. If you're going to play a 3-5-2, if you're Long Beach, which they've been in much of the year, you're going to have struggles, and you're going to have to adjust. And certainly we see it early on. It's 2-0 already, and those came in the first 5 minutes. The 3-5-2 not going to work. You better have four back.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have a player like that, definitely have to adjust. And we've seen teams actually adjust at halftime or the second time we ended up playing them.
It's tough to emulate that type of game speed in practice. Obviously, when you're going through your sets and you're going through your run-throughs, you can't really have that tangible pace. You're just going to have to adjust on the fly, and it's tough to do it when you have somebody who, I mean, I don't know what she's timed at in a 40, but you know what? 4.5 wouldn't be out of the realm because she is an absolute blur on the field.
Well, I can tell you this. Our track coach is already trying to recruit her right now, trying to convince her to run track this spring.
There we see the field shot, and tapped out by Snow. Emma. Been a linchpin, one of many in this Bobcat unit. And Dan, perhaps some bigger things on the horizon for the stadium next season. I know maybe we'd like to host here for a football championship in the years to come.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're going to put in for hosting the soccer state championships with the 3Cs 2A as well as football. Be a great venue.
We've had an opportunity here at SoCal College Sports to cover a lot of the state events, and this is the nicest facility that we have seen, top to bottom. You got the new video board in there that we're able to feature our coverage on and the replays, and it just that type of dynamic in terms of getting sponsorship and getting community awareness and the recruitment. If you're a player in the high school level or at another college, you see something like that, why wouldn't you want to go here?
Oh, absolutely. It gives them a good quality experience that you don't see it at other places.
A cut above, that's for sure. So we see Isabella Messina with the throw-in. And the Bobcats really have dominated time of possession, keeping it in their upper third. And, I mean, if you're Long Beach, I don't know how you adjust outside of making sure you have players back because they're just going to kill you with the counter. And should Saddleback win here tonight, they would play the winner of Ventura L.A. Pierce up at Ventura. Right now we have coverage of that game here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. And that would be slated for Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, here at Saddleback. As you said earlier, you're going to host. You have home court advantage or home field advantage the rest of the playoffs should you win out.
Do we have a score update over there?
You know what? As it happens, we can figure that out. Let's go to the tape. This broadcast being brought to you by Saddleback College Athletics and Breakmasters, 23 locations throughout California. And Coach McNichol was adamant, hey, we need to recognize these folks, and they do a great job of supporting what they do. And
yeah, they're a great supporter of our women's soccer program.
Well, we certainly like to highlight anyone who contributes, and certainly they've done their part this season. And Medley gets another shot on goal. The pressure continues to mount here for the Bobcats. Relentless.
That was a good shot. Goalie was just in the right place.
At the right time.
Yeah.
Here, meanwhile, Medley again. One more pass, one more touch. That's a takedown. That one right off the goal, and that one in 3-0. Wait a minute. Hand up from the referee. Let's see this one develop.
I thought perhaps she was fouled, but maybe not.
Yeah, it looked like she was certainly taken down. But it looked like, is that Snow on the far side, and she puts it past the keeper. It's 3-0. Saddleback all over the Vikings in this one, and, well, it just gets worse if you're the Vikings. Long Beach getting throttled here in the first half, and, well, you might see this score balloon even further because you have to imagine – you'll want to ratchet up the offense in the second half. You're going to play some players forward. That's going to leave you susceptible to the counters.
Yeah. Those quick breaks.
And that was just bam, right out of the lull of the action. Nothing was happening. Medley makes something happen, gets past the defender, opens it up, and Snow makes a move. And you're exactly right. It looked like Medley was taken down. I think if maybe possession was not going to go right away to Saddleback, that might have been called because it has to be pretty flagrant. And it certainly looked right on the cusp of being flagrant.
You're probably right. They just let him play out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Snow on the goal. Well, the player of emphasis for Saddleback coming in, Allison Roosevelt for Long Beach City, who's been fantastic for the Vikings all year. They really put the clamps on her. She really has not done much, hasn't really touched the ball, and credit to this defense for the Bobcats and that back line. How was it up there in Livermore?
It was definitely Northern California, a little overcast. There was a good crowd, a well-run state championship.
Yeah.
And, water polo, Southern California water polo is just really good.
Yeah, it's you talk about being a cut above. Water polo in Southern California certainly is. And, well, that's a nice facility. We had the chance to be up there. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago.
Basketball.
Not only basketball, but we also did water polo from there.
Gotcha.
The last time Golden West was up there, they won it. That's 5 in a row.
It is.
And we were up there to do the championships, and they were nothing but gracious. And I want to say it was Dion Miller.
Dion Miller was the dean and athletic director.
Yeah, at the time for Las Positas. Now at Pasadena, who we work with this season for Pasadena. And allowing them to have coverage and people watch their games. They've had a fantastic season in the first year. Head coach Robert Tucker.
Yeah.
And now they're in line to play in a bowl game in the American Conference.
Yeah, I know their football programs. They're gonna get a bowl game. Should be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's either. Well, there was some talk today. I don't know what the results are. I mean, we've been kind of busy with our stuff, but with the football, it was Santa Monica and West Valley would determine who was the 1 seed in the American. So.
Wow.
Somebody had to break out the calculators in that one.
Yeah, so the makeup games from COVID are all being played this week.
So all the PowerPoints affected. Yeah. And, some of the forfeits don't count as much. You have to play the games, and I think L.A. Pierce, there was a cancellation. I'm not quite sure what it was, but I know that the West L.A. and that's a dangerous ball there. Nobody home for Long Beach City, but. It was the West LA Santa Monica game was going to determine a lot of things in the American.
Yeah, the seeding meeting will be tomorrow for football.
Tomorrow that'll be announced, and then we'll have everything finalized and put out there, and we'll have coverage of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it'll be Ventura hosting up next week on the 27th, along with Golden West, both teams undefeated. And that's a dangerous bowl there. Dangerous foot, really. We'll go back a little bit here, and we'll look at the throw-in. And sometimes you'll get a card on one of those throw-ins, or on one of those legs that touch the face. You don't want to get spikes up,
Right.
So. Middle of the pitch. Long Beach trying to make something happen at the end of this first half. It's 3-0. Saddleback. Huge first half. Going back a couple years with, don't go anywhere because this is a dangerous team for Long Beach City. Obviously, you would, if you're a betting man, you could put your money on Saddleback to hold out here. But you never know. There was 1 year, I think it was in the Copa America, where Brazil was down 3-0. To the U.S., and they came back and won 4-3, and you just never know in soccer.
Never know in soccer.
You see it right here, Rose Veloz, and she's defended well. That ball is. Will this be a set piece? Are they pointing at the corner? No, goal kick.
So we're at the 2-minute mark. I don't know how much extra time he's added.
Ventura up 1-0. It looks like. Jeff Stoynoff with the call up at Ventura. Busy day for the boys up there. They had basketball earlier today. Ventura going down to Mount Sac in their third-place game tournament.
Ventura's always had a pretty good soccer program. Definitely a formidable opponent.
Hoffy has always been a friend of the program and certainly gets what we're trying to do in terms of providing exposure to these young student athletes and, help them, matriculate to the 4-year level and, through athletics, provide a vehicle to perhaps, make sure they don't have to come out of pocket too much. Being a former student athlete myself and having been on scholarship, I understand the value of that, and certainly we like to help facilitate in whatever way we can in terms of providing exposure for players who wouldn't otherwise get it.
That's one of my favorite jobs is signing day.
Yeah.
To be able to set those letters of intent out, take some photos, have the family there. That's our whole goal.
You know what the next step is? Live streaming a signing day.
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Done. It's done. We're going to make that happen. That's not something that will take much time to find a sponsor for, that's for sure.
Oh, no.
So a dangerous set piece here and an opportunity. This is going to be Montserrat Galindo. And that one sailing wide right. That's just looks like a ball that just came off the foot. It's a little cold out there. It's a nippy evening, and not only that, a lot of moisture down there. I think during the last game for football, you saw some clouds and some fog come in. You couldn't even see the field out from up here.
We often get the coastal fog here at night, and and we haven't played at night too much. So,
yeah. Well, Coach, you've done. I always call you Coach. Well, Dan, what did you coach?
I was football. I coached football. San Bernardino Valley College.
You're at Grossmont, weren't you?
Grossmont College, Cerritos College.
Yeah, we had Grossmont versus Pasadena last week, and another ball in the direction, and that one off of the chest of Saddleback and played back for Long Beach. We are in extra time here in the first half. Probably going to hear a whistle pretty soon, I would imagine. Got some VIPs next door, and nice to see the outreach here and everybody playing a role.
Yeah, and a decent crowd too.
Oh yeah. More pressure from the Bobcats as we trickle down in the first half. Is that the whistle? No, just a whistle for possession going in the direction of Long Beach City. I imagine you'll be at the football championships at some point.
Yeah, in fact, the championship game will be in the South, the winner of the South. So I'll definitely be there.
Of course, TBD. And that is the whistle for the first half. 3-0 Saddleback on top of Long Beach. You are watching 3C2A Women's Soccer live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 3C2A women's soccer live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Halftime here from Mission Viejo. Saddleback on top of Long Beach, 3-0. This broadcast being brought to you by Saddleback College Athletics and Brake Masters, 23 locations in California, providing a multitude of vehicle services specializing in brakes. Brake Masters. Moments away from the start of the second half here from Mission Viejo, Saddleback, and Long Beach City. We are underway. This broadcast being brought to you by Breakmasters, proud supporters of Saddleback Bobcat women's soccer. 3-0. Saddleback with a flurry early. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. First by Lacey Rustin, assisted by Malia Medley. And then goal number 2, a couple minutes after that, Mia Wood. And then Medley, another assist on the third goal, this time by Emma Snow. And here we stand, 3-0. Winner of this game will play the winner of Ventura and L.A. Pierce, going on right now at Ventura, and at the half, 1-0. So the Pirates looking to hold serve at home, and then should they win, travel down here, presumably, to Mission Viejo to take on the Bobcats, who have home field throughout, should they win out.
Not bad. I've never had the, I mean, I've been up here, but I've never seen an actual game. Oh, really?
And 3 W's will punch their ticket to Mount Sac in the 3C2A Women's Soccer Championships. We'll have that coverage for you on the 3rd and the 5th. On BAOSN, proud partner of the 3C2A state broadcasts for the championship events. And we are proud to partner with them. A couple minutes have gone by here. Track this ball down here for Long Beach. Throw in. Long Beach has had a lot of this possession here early in the second half. Rose Velos. Scrumbus. Scrumbus looking to center it up. Shot on goal. This one off the foot of Mia Miguel. And right in to Olivia Wynn's grasp, and she'll kick it away. For the Bobcats. And certainly mobbing the Vikings early in this one. And could it be the year of the Bobcat here in 2021? Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word. www.socalcollegesports.com on YouTube. Live and on the big screen if you like. SoCal College Sports 1. Search our channel. Feel free to subscribe. And now Saddleback starting to assert themselves in terms of possession. That's a terrific job by Campos, Avery Campos. You know, part of the conversation earlier today with B.J. McNichol. Absolutely just poured his praise on Avery Campos and her ability as a soccer player, and really not many players can do what she does in terms of facilitating and putting herself on the line in the midfield and really making things happen up front. Saddleback celebrating their, I believe, their 100th victory under the present coaching regime earlier this season. And certainly a mark that Coach McNichol was proud of for him and his staff. And I'd love to punctuate the season that they've had in 2021 with a championship. Easier said than done. Of course, Rio Hondo, the top seed in the South, the 3 seed going to Saddleback based on power points. And we'll get some score updates from around the 3C2A coming up shortly. That ball kicked ahead and Medley in pursuit, but it's going to go past the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick for Sotelo. There's Jocelyn. She's going to have Haley Obenchain kick it away. Medley. So we said 2 assists in that first half, and you know, with speed you try to get physical. You see Medley right there trying to get physical herself, assert herself. She's not having any of it. Back and forth we go. And finally possession taken over by Long Beach City at midfield. Vikings just trying to get on the scoreboard at this point, trailing 3-0. Rose Veloz with possession, centers it up, and she's looking for a handball. I wonder if she had a case. See her on replay on the field camera. Did she flick the ball up? She did. That's a terrific play. That is shades of Roberto Baggio for Italy in the World Cup. A couple times flicking the ball up at the hands of the defenders en route to a free point, a penalty kick. Years ago, I believe that was in the 98-94 World Cup. I'm sure not the first time that tactic has been employed, but certainly one that stands out in the history of the World Cup. The ball's pinballed around the pitch off of several players' heads. Medley in pursuit of that one. She's going to win it. She'll come away, and Long Beach retains possession. Turnover. Medley on the ball. Really impressed with the development of Medley throughout the year. You know, she looked like a player that obviously had a lot of speed, but maybe not as refined as you would have liked as Bew with it on the near side, and the flag is up. Like that's going to be an offside. But going back to Medley and her development, she's really rounded into a solid player. You know, combined athleticism with refined skill and touching on the ball, and you know, she's able to utilize, you know, harder touches on the ball but outrun her opponents. You know, her closing speed is stifling, to say the least. And you know, you wonder if there's a player on any level of soccer that can really hang with her in terms of her closing speed on the soccer ball. Medley, you see it, we'll see it right here. And she really took her foot off the gas to go after that ball. She was looking for an angle, but when she has the angle and she's in the open field, I don't know if there's anybody that can contain her. Certainly not at this level. And I wonder at the Division I and professional ranks. She is being scouted by Division I teams as well as professional teams across the pond. And Saddleback starting to assert themselves. They have possession here in the middle of the pitch. Played near side. This is De Loera. Still with possession, looking for an opening. Centers up and kicked out of play. Into the middle of the field. Out of harm's way for Long Beach. And meanwhile, here's Rose Veloz with possession, boxing out the defender. She'll win a possession and a free kick for the Vikings. Campos. Kicks it forward. Bobcats on the move. De Luera, near side. Has it. Corner of the box. At the half moon, and that one gets away. Oh, recapping the action early on, it was 2 goals inside of 5 minutes. You know, we wondered with the formation season long, much for Long Beach being the 3-5-2, would they be able to play only 3 players on the back line? No team has succeeded in doing that all season versus Saddleback. And we found out pretty early that that was not going to be a successful strategy, as the Bobcats put up 2 early and added another one to boot. De Luera kicks it to the far side. Looking for Rustin. Rustin with possession makes a move. She's in the corner of the box and puts a shot on goal. It's a nice move here. Good ball from De Luera. Perfectly placed. And you see the stop. Rustin going 5-hole. Puts a shot on goal, and Sotelo with the save. And back to live action. De Luera again at the edge of the box. Crosses somebody up, puts it off of the crossbar. Oh my goodness, De Luera. A near highlight ESPN-worthy goal. Another ball into the middle of the box. De Luera. And Medley puts one in. Malia Medley, 2 assists in the first half, and now on the scoreboard as well. 4-0 Saddleback, and we'll watch the replay here on the field camera. Everything going right. You saw the shot from De Luera go off of the crossbar. That one centered up by Rustin. And De Luera still making things happen. It trickles to Medley, and Medley puts it in. 4-0 Saddleback in this one. And the climb becomes steeper for Long Beach City. Snow. Medley shooting the gap. More pressure mounting for the Bobcats. Well, we wondered what adjustments Long Beach would make at the half, and it's, you know, they're in the weeds. Plain as that, up against this relentless pressure put on from Saddleback. It's been like that all season. There we see Malia Medley, certainly in the running for Player of the Year honors. 2 assists tonight, a goal, the 4th for Saddleback. Next Tuesday, 7 p.m., should the result hold, we'll have coverage for you again of Saddleback College women's soccer. They will host the winner of Ventura and L.A. Pierce, being played right now at Ventura. I'm going to score update here for you shortly. Still 1-0 in the second half now. Ventura on top of L.A. Pierce. The outcome of that one still very much up in the air. Win with the goal kick. De La Vera been a big part of the offense here in the second half for the Bobcats and maintaining possession. Another solid ball. And Sotelo nearly has that one trickle away. See on the replay here, just a long ball put on the money. And in pursuit, that was Nadia Amin. And Amin nearly put one in. Well, special thanks to Dan Kloss, Athletic Director and Dean of Athletics here at Saddleback College, for coming on, spending some time in the broadcast booth with us. No, nobody wants to hear me all day. So we certainly thank him for that, and we certainly thank Breakmasters, proud sponsor of Saddleback College Bobcat Women's Soccer. 23 locations throughout California, specializing in your break needs. Long Beach trying to muster something up. This is Scrumbus. And that one out of bounds. We're going to go back to the sequence here. De La Vera putting on that move. Put that one off of the crossbar. That was right before the goal. We'll see it one more time here. There's De La Vera. Making her opponent fall down, and look at that highlight. Oh, just off the crossbar. That would have been a beauty. But Medley cleaning it up for the fourth goal this evening. And De La Vera looking to add to that point total. But thwarted momentarily by Long Beach City. As Mia Wood starts a break. De La Vera now with it. Elizabeth. Collision, Snow in the middle. No whistle. Haven't seen a lot of whistles here tonight. Pretty clean ball game. De La Vera now with it. Some green in front of her and unable to get the ball off. And there was a collision. I'm surprised no whistle there. They are letting them play, as we had just mentioned. Rose Veloz. Trying to get something going here for the Vikings. Long ball and looking for Rose Veloz. And she covers a lot of ground quickly. Vikings still with possession in the midfield. That's a nice touch there from Rose Veloz. In tight quarters with a defender on her. Scrumbus. Double team comes from the Bobcats. They're looking for Martinez on the far side, and Andrea has that ball go forward. I think they're going to say this went off of a Bobcat. So possession will stay with Long Beach City. Or are they going to award a free kick? We're going to go back to the goal for Medley. Deflection right there. It squirts away, and Medley puts it in. Some substitutions. Villaseñor. Sammy comes off. De Loero is going to get a breather. And why not? You have an opportunity to get some players some playing time here. I wonder at what point we see Malia Medley come off. And I doubt we're going to see much of her moving forward with a pretty comfy lead here. Snow with it on the far side, looking to make something happen, and big collision. This one off of Long Beach. There's a scrum for it. Bobcats still battling this one off of a Bobcat on the far side. Long Beach still trying to get something going here. That one's going to go past the back line, and it'll be goal kick. Flags up, and they'll say that this will go back to the Bobcats here. Throw in near side. It'll be Messina, Isabella. Looks like is there going to be a substitution here near side? No. This one tapped out of play. Roughly 22 minutes remaining in this one. Rose Veloz with possession now. And see if Long Beach can get something going. Looking for a crossing ball. The defense is there. And the Bobcats continue to thwart the efforts of Allison Rose-Velos. Very aware of what she can do in the scouting report. Sotelo has to come to the edge of the box and just poke that one away. Numbers forward now for the Bobcats, looking to add to an already 4-0 lead in the second half. 20 minutes roughly to go in this one. Next week could be a busy week for us here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Talking about some football coverage. Certainly have the game at Ventura and Golden West. The pairings are not official yet, but those are the 1 and 2 teams undefeated in the SCFA. So we await the official ruling and scheduling. That schedule meeting will go tomorrow. So we'll have both of those games for you. Could also have a game at Mount San Jacinto or Pasadena. Not entirely sure where yet, but we will update that information on our website. Meanwhile, Saddleback with possession in a dangerous spot for Long Beach City. Kicked away. It'll be a free kick here for Long Beach. They send it forward. Long Beach trying to make a move here. And again, the defense excellent. Ball cleared. Snow looking to converge on it. Just nothing doing. Now, what do you do offensively if you're Long Beach? You have to worry about drowning in the offense and also get something going. And meanwhile, here's Saddleback, and that's a shove in the back. Saddleback maybe gets away with, and a bluff at the ball, and that one headed out by the defense of Long Beach and finally cleared. That's a nice effort by Haley Obenchain. Rose-Velos. Playing back in the midfield, just trying to get something going for these Vikings who've had a terrific season, but they are up against the juggernaut here in the south of Saddleback College in the Bobcats. Got it going early. 2 goals inside of the first 5 minutes and a couple more sprinkled throughout. And the first 5 minutes, certainly a statement from B.J. McNichol and company. That ball cleared by the Bobcats. Now Snow makes contact. Saddleback able to track this one down. Send that ball to the corner. And it certainly looks like Amin's going to make a play on it. Play it back to the middle. Looking for Snow, and Snow comes free in the box. And Sotelo nearly in harm's way, but able to make a move and corral the ball. Amin with a nice thought there. I mean, you look and Saddleback's still pushing players forward. They're up 4-0. The best defense is their offense, and we've certainly seen that here tonight. Cameron Marshall on the ball. Marshall at the edge of the box. Makes a move, looking to center it up. She's able to do just that after some contact. Gets it back. And Saddleback still going on the attack. Goes 5-hole. Nice move by Marshall. Marshall, that ball finally taken out. Pushing the back, and, well, let's watch Marshall go 5-hole here on the replay. Pretty nice move. Open chain on the receiving end of it. And the season ticking away here for the Vikings, down 4-0 in hostile territory. Alone on the mountain, down 4-0 to the Bobcats. Snow kicks this one forward, looking for some score updates here in the SoCal Regional. Still 1-0. Ventura on top of L.A. Pierce during the 80th minute. Rose Veloz makes a move. Avoids a defender, but not the second one. Looks like there might be a player hurt on the pitch for Saddleback. And that looks like it's Riley Lassay. See what happened here on the replay. Wonder if she maybe turned an ankle or she gets stepped on, and yeah, maybe her left foot gets rolled up on. Just in pursuit of Rose Veloz. Nothing dirty there, certainly. See it right here. Yeah, she just slips. And the turf is pretty moist. So certainly not out of the realm of possibility. And Lassay certainly distressed by what just happened and walking under her own power, so that's good to see. I think they might be tending to her face. I think she might have been hit in the nose. Snow. Flag up, yeah. Go back here. We'll see it one more time. Oh, we see it right there. Rose Veloz makes contact with her face. Just trying to get her balance, really. So Lassay being tended to on the sideline on the trainer's table. I wonder if we'll see her back in this one. Saddleback up by 4. Long Beach. They've had some possession here the last 5 minutes. They're just going the wrong way. And now Snow trying to make the best of it. Some contact on the far side. No whistle. And that will go off of Martinez, and a throw in on the far side for the Bobcats. Genesis Long will check in. She'll come on for Emma Snow. So Genesis, freshman from Aliso Viejo. It's a young team. Not many sophomores on it. And it's a credit to the coaching staff and B.J. McNichol developing his young talent And he has his team poised to make a run here in 2021. Go back to our sponsor here for women's soccer and Saddleback College. Breakmasters, 23 locations throughout California. We'd like to thank them and recognize them for their contributions to the program here at Saddleback College for women's soccer and their continued support. Allows us to do what we do and provide you coverage of Saddleback College women's soccer, and not just this evening, but hopefully looking forward to future playoff matchups. And it certainly looks like they are going to be hosting on Tuesday, that's for sure, 23rd. Long Beach with some daylight, but nothing doing there. Jamison Vargas sends it past the back line. Saddleback trying to clear here. Martinez on the far side. Can she save it? I think she saves it. No, she has it go past the end line. Long Beach with it on the near side. Rose Veloz, she goes 5-hole herself, still with possession. Centers up into the middle and cleared. Rose Veloz now with it in scoring position. Tries to make a move. A header! And near disaster for the Bobcats. Rose Veloz, that's a beautiful ball, and the direction just not there for Scrumbus on the receiving end. And the Bobcats dodge a bullet. Well, for Coach B.J. McNichols, something to coach up. Reviewing film instead of highlights. Coaches hate that. Coaches, not a big fan of highlights, unless they're on ESPN Top Plays. But mistakes gives them a chance to do what they do best, coach. Probably going to see that one in the film session. How did Rose Veloz get open? And certainly you don't have a lot of your starters in there, but always something to refine and shore up. Defensively, Scrumbus on the far side now for Long Beach City. Edge of the box, trying to make a move. Centers up and, ooh. Chance at redemption denied, going wide left. Well, we'll see it again. Scrumbus just makes a nice run of it. A little back and forth. Shades of Rivaldo. And disaster averted. Rose Veloz, tough ball. And that one nearly gets in. My goodness. When you talk about the special talents of Allison and Rose Veloz, look at this ball. Out of nowhere, and that one nearly gets over the hand of Olivia Wynn. Well, in these last few minutes here, the biggest thing for Saddleback, let's avoid injury. Let's Just play solid. Don't get lackadaisical. You know, sometimes when you take your foot off the gas, you know, you relax. And sometimes relaxing the worst thing you can do out there. Because that's when you kind of open yourselves up to possible injury. Meanwhile, sends that off of a deflection from Long Beach, and Sotelo able to scoop it up. Long Beach wins possession. Roseville's trying to keep it from going from the end line. She does, but she's unable to maintain possession. Amin with it. Centers into the middle. That ball gets past the midline, back to the back line for Saddleback, and the Bobcats looking to end the season here for the Vikings, and certainly in the driver's seat, up 4-0. 4-0, as they say across the pond. There will be no equalizers in this one. Marshall. That's a nice ball. Oh, just a little bit too much on it. She's looking to thread the needle with a certain angle, and you maybe wonder if that's Malia Medley. That might have been goal number 5, but Medley getting a breather, and with the game on Tuesday, probably not going to see her anymore this evening, certainly. She had the 4th goal of the evening for the Bobcats. Show that to you again. We'll go back to the goal from Medley. The 4th one of the evening for the Bobcats. Late contact there from Amin. They play off, and collision there. Both players really going for it. It's a late challenge. I'm surprised no card. Now, are we going to see a card? I haven't seen one out yet. The offending party was the Viking player. I want to say that was Martinez on the far side. She got the worst of it. So it's going to be a free kick here for the Bobcats. Nearly in stoppage time. Here comes a free kick. Not much doing there. think she's going for all of it there, and that one just missing off the foot for the Bobcats. And referee looking at his watch as the second half counting down here in Mission Viejo. Well, it's tough to replicate game reps, and if you can get, some more depth, some more playing time for players that wouldn't otherwise see it, you never know what can happen. Next player up in the heat of battle. Got some college coaches out here. Let's get some exposure. Maybe you see a coach in the stands, they see something that they like, and you never know. And it's a credit to this staff and the program here at Saddleback College. I mean, if you're a potential recruit, well, why wouldn't you go here over any other school in Southern California? That's for sure. And the whistle ends the season for Long Beach City. Saddleback College moves on a 4-0 victory in the opening round of the 3C2A Women's Soccer Playoff. I want to thank everybody here on the broadcast. Dan Kloss, Athletic Director, Dean of Athletics and Kinesiology at Saddleback College. Angelo Solis, and our sponsor this evening, Breakmasters, and their contributions to Bobcat Soccer. And your final here from Mission Viejo, 4-0 Saddleback. Looking for it to be the season of the Bobcat in the 3C2A. Thank you for joining us, everybody. You have a great evening.